ॐ विश्वं दर्पणदृश्यमाननगरी तुल्यन्निजान्तर्गतं पश्यन्नात्मनि मायया बहिरिवोद्भूतं यथा निद्रया यस्साक्षात् कुरुते प्रबोधसमये स्वात्मानमेवाद्वयं तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये बीजस्यान्तरिवाङ्कुरो जगदिदं प्राङ्निर्विकल्पं पुनः मायाकल्पितदेशकालकलना वैचित्रचित्रीकृतं मायावीव विजृम्भयत्यपि महायोगी वयस्वेच्छया तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। Om. So, welcome to this study of a Mandukya Upanishad. We all are very fortunate that Iśvara's grace is there on all of us. So, we begin also this study, and definitely with Iśvara's grace we will be able to complete also the study. Not only the study, we will be able to retain what we are studying, and also we will be able to assimilate also. It's all Iśvara's grace. Anyway, so this Mandukya Upanishad, which belongs to Atharva-Veda. Atharva-Veda has a number of Upanishads. Mundaka Upanishad is there, Prashna Upanishad is there, Mandukya Upanishad also is there. But this Mandukya Upanishad is one of the short Upanishads, like Kena Upanishad. And it unfolds the subject matter using predominantly two prakriyās. So prakriya means a method of unfolding. Some people, some acharyas translate it prakriya as a model, but generally the better translation of a prakriya, kārya-kāraṇa, all this you know very well. So it's a method of unfolding the nature of oneself. So in Taittiriya Upanishad we have a Kārya-kāraṇa prakriya, cause-effect prakriya, and also the Pancha-Kośa Viveka prakriya. Pancha-Kośas are pointed out because 5 levels of experiences, which is a mistake. At 5 level of experience, a mistake is committed. Experience is possible because of the consciousness, but you don't take yourself to be just a consciousness. You, in that experience, you take something else as yourself. So therefore, at the first of these universal 5 levels of experience, Atma is taken to be one which has a dharma, while the qualities of the physical body. We call it Annamaya Kosha. So you are experiencing physical body. That's true. But you don't take yourself as a consciousness or conscious being. Instead, you take, in this experience of a physical body, you take yourself to be the physical body. That's a mistake. Therefore, this is a kosha, means a mistake which is committed in a given experience, and that experience is a universal experience. Please understand, it's a universal experience, but in that experience, everyone commits a mistake because of the ignorance. Anyway, so this is a what type and how this mistake how do you confirm this mistake? Well, sthuloham, I'm a gross being, gross body. Well, manusyoham, etc., etc., or purushoham, etc., etc., or I am tall, I am healthy, etc., etc., I am fair, etc. Okay. So afterwards we have the prana level of experience. Prana is the level of experience, and there also you commit a mistake. You experience hunger, but you never say, well, I am experiencing hunger. Hunger is something which is known to me. No. I am hungry. So at the level of prana experience, you commit a mistake. I am hungry, I am thirsty, etc. This is called Prāṇamaya Kośa. Kosha indicates a mistake. That's it. Kosha means Kośavada Achchādakatvat Kosha. That which covers means what is really you don't know. Anyway, so Kośavada Achchādakatvat Kosha. Anyway, so at that level also you commit a mistake. I am hungry, I am thirsty, etc. Then the third level is a Manaha, Indriyani, etc. together. So when you say, well, I am blind, Andoham, I am deaf, etc. Badhiroham, Mukoham, etc. So I am, Mukoham will not be able to say, but I am just saying like that. Mukoham is, I am not able to speak. But that he is speaking, then it is not. Anyway, so this is a Manomaya and Indriyani together. It's also experience, which is with a mistake. Then Sankalpavan, Vikalpavan, Ahamasmi, etc. I am the one which is Sankalpa, Vikalpa, etc. So again, all this means dharmas of something which you experience, you superimpose upon yourself. You are free from all dharmas, but you take yourself to be with all dharmas. So this is how it is. And so this is our vyavahara. This is all transaction. This is how we do. This is what our understanding is. Our understanding is, well, I am Annamaya Kosha, I am Prāṇamaya Kosha, I am Manomaya Kosha. So these Manodharmas are attributed to Atma. then again, well, Atma is taken to be, Vijnanamaya, Kartaham. I am the doer. That's a Vijnanamaya. And then Anandamaya, I take myself to be a Bhokta, experiencer. So, well, that is also a mistake. And then lastly, if you want to say, I am ignorant also. Agnya. All these are superimposition upon the Atma. And this is universal. Only when it is universal, you can deal within the Śāstra. Śāstra doesn't talk about a mistakes which is committed by an individual. A specific mistake. Śāstra will not address that. Śāstra deals with the mistakes which are universal. Śāstra is universal. Anyway, so any subjective thing means it becomes, well, definitely entirely personal thing. Then it becomes a matter for a special treatment kind of a thing. It means to treat that, to correct the mistake. It's a special treatment. That is not the covered under the Shastra's this one. So, Śāstra treats the common disease, pandemic, Mahapandemic. Śāstra deals with always a Mahapandemic. Because in pandemic also you have seen many were unaffected, right? But this is a pandemic in which everyone is affected. And what is that disease? Well, Bhavarogaha. It's called Bhavarogaha. Bhava. Everyone who is born here has a disease. And what is that disease? I want to become. You need not become anything. You as a being is whole. That's it. You just as you are a whole, complete. But no, I want to become. Therefore, this is a universal disease, Bhavaroga, and is dealt within the Śāstra. Well, and Śāstra doesn't deal with any other vyadhi. If any other vyadhi is there, it is also dealt. But as a yoga, yoga also deals with a vyadhi. This is anger and this and that and likes and dislikes, hold of likes and dislikes and all. There also, Śāstra wants to make you free from that disease. But that is a different treatment. That's called yoga. Yoga deals with this kind of is a aushadhi for that kind of a disease. Smaller vyadhis. That also is universal, but smaller. Okay, so this is a Panchakosha Viveka. This is a way, the one's nature is unfolded. Then another is a Kārya-kāraṇa prakriya, which is important for Sarvatma Bhava. Shruti Vakya is like Satyam Gnanam Anantam Brahma. And this Advaita Siddhi is only possible, means there is nothing other than me. That's a Sarvatma Bhava. I am everything, right? or everything is I alone. Therefore, that is Sarvatma Bhava, etc. is possible only through Karya-kāraṇa prakriya. Because Karana pervades Karya, Karya becomes Mithya, etc. You know very well. So with the Pancha-Kośa Viveka prakriya, we get only Pratyagatma Siddhi. So no, I am not Annamaya, I am Prāṇamaya. I am not a Prāṇamaya, I am this. I am not Anandamaya, I am basically a Sakshi of everything. That's a Pratyagatma Siddhi is there with the Pancha-Kośa Viveka. Or even Avasthā-traya Viveka, we'll be talking about it. But I am everything. For that you have to bring Karya-kāraṇa. Please understand this. We will be discussing something which we have not discussed even in Panchadashi. So, Karya-kāraṇa prakriya leads us to Advaita, unfolds Advaita Siddhi. Siddhi means you establish. What? Advaitam. Advaitam means what? In this apparent duality, what is inherent is this oneness. That's it. In your experiential duality, what is inherent is this oneness. Anyway, therefore, Karya-kāraṇa prakriya also brings about this vision of the non-dual. So that which is non-dual is established only by this prakriya, by this method of unfolding. What is that? Cause-effect prakriya. So you will find some kind of a Karya-kāraṇa prakriya even in every Upanishad. You have to pull it. Like in Upanishad, you know, it is Pratyagatma. Pratyagatma means inner self. Inner self means the which cannot be objectified. And that is the only thing which cannot be objectified, and that is called I. I is the one which cannot be objectified. Everything else is objectified. The mind is objectified. Thought is objectified. The body is objectified. Memory is objectified. Your perception is objectified. Everything is objectified. Hunger, thirst, everything is objectified. But I which cannot be objectified. That's called Pratyagatma, inner self. What is objectified is always considered as an outer. Like that. Don't think in terms of space, etc. Outer means physical distance, etc. No. It is considered. What you can objectify is considered as the outer. What objectifies is considered inner, subject. Subject is inner. And so ultimately, the I is the one which cannot be objectified. Because to objectify I, you have to bring another I, naturally. So I is the one which cannot be objectified. That's why it's called Pratyagatma. So this Avasthā-traya prakriya or Pancha-Kośa prakriya leads to that. Ultimately, you will come to know that I am a Sakshi, witness consciousness. But that witness consciousness is the self of all. It's all-pervading, non-dual self. It's a whole self. For that you have to bring Karya-kāraṇa. Please understand this. So, because you people are quite advanced, and so we will discuss this. We are discussing something which you will really find interesting. So, Karya-kāraṇa prakriya is there. So, in Upanishad, what should you do? Because there it is only Pratyagatma, Shrotrasya Shrotram, Manaso Manaha, Vachoha Vacham, Pranasya Prāṇah. All talk about Pratyagatma. But then, in the fifth mantra of the Upanishad, this what I quoted is the second mantra. Then in the fifth mantra, it has been said, what? Tadeva Brahmatvam Viddhi. Nedam Yadidam Upasati. Shrotrasya Shrotram, etc. That self, that Pratyagatma is Tad Eva. That alone is Brahman. And so that is called, that's how it's a Mahāvākya. That self, that Pratyagatma, that inner self, that witness consciousness is Brahman. Mahāvākya. You are Brahman. So, it's a Mahāvākya. And that Vastu, that Atma, Shrotrasya Shrotram, etc., which is Chaitanya Swarupam, is that Brahman. And Brahman means what? Elsewhere, Brahman means Jagat Karanam Brahma, right? Yatova imani bhutani jayanti, yena jatani jivanti, yat prayanti abhisambhishanti, tad Brahma. So that has been revealed everywhere in other Upanishads as a Jagat Karanam. And Upanishad says this Pratyagatma is Brahman, and therefore definitely the Jagat Karanam Brahma, and therefore you are Jagat Karanam. Means you are the cause of everything. Means you pervade everything. Means there is nothing other than you. You are a non-dual self. You are whole. That's it. So this is how, what I am going to establish is that what the Prakriya Mandukya is going to discuss, there is some basis. We just say, very grossly say, Mandukya Upanishad discusses only Avasthā-traya, Jagra, Supna, Sushupna. It's not true. It's not true. We'll be discussing that. Anyway, so this is the Karana is being brought. I mean, in Kenopanishad also. Sarva Karanam Brahma is I, myself, etc. And Kenopanishad and Chandogya Upanishad both belong to Samaveda. And Chandogya Upanishad also, you know very well, and in the 6th chapter, very well-known statement. The second khanda of the first mantra is Sadeva Somya Idamagra Asit Ekameva Dvitiyam. Right? Sadeva Asit. This whole entire creation was Brahman alone or Sat alone. From there alone everything has come. So what you see right now is Sat, because it is a Karanam. So Karana pervades Karyam. So what you see right now in this creation is everything is Brahman. Right? One non-dual Brahman. So there it is a Kārya-kāraṇa prakriya. In Chandogya Upanishad, 6th chapter. And another prakriya is used in the Chandogya Upanishad in the 8th chapter. Well, there Avasthā-traya prakriya is there. There, this discussion on waking state and dream state and deep sleep state, and has been revealed that the self which pervades all the three is really distinct from all the three. All the three are not different from the I, the Pratyekātma. But I am really speaking that the word Turiya is not used. But this has been, the Avasthā-traya prakriya has been discussed in the 8th chapter of a Chandogya Upanishad. 6th chapter, Kārya-kāraṇa prakriya. Sadeva Somya Idamagra Asit. 8th chapter, this Avasthā-traya prakriya. So, Avasthā-traya means 3 states of experience. 3 states of experience are analyzed. And then one thing is presented as invariably present in all the 3, which is the adhishthanam of all the 3, which is the truth of all the 3, which is the essence of everything, which is the self of everything. And well, in all these 3 states of experience, what is invariable is the Atma, that is Sakshi. So Atma alone, so in 8th chapter, Atma is presented as Pratyekātma. And in the 6th chapter, it has been said that the whole creation, well, basically, he comes out from the Sat, that is Brahman. And so, Atma alone is Idam Sarvam, it has been said there also. There again, so Kārya-kāraṇa prakriya. But Swamiji, where it is Sadeva Somya, it is not said that the Atma is everything. That's what it has been said. You should see the mantra. Sadeva Somya Idamagra Asit Ekameva Dvitiyam. And that section ends where? Aitad-ātma vidagam sarvam sa-ātma tattvamasi shvetaketo. Aitad-ātma vidagam sarvam. Whole thing is pervaded by Sat. Whole thing is basically has an essence in Sat. But that is Aitad-ātma vidagam sarvam. Etad-ātma alone idagam sarvam. Idam sarvam eshaha Atma alone. This whole creation is nothing but Atma alone. No, it is Sat. But that is Atma alone. Sa Atma Tattvamasi. You are that Jagat Karanam Sat, Jagat Karanam Brahman. So basically, both the prakriyas are there. Kārana-kāra prakriya is there, and even Avasthā-traya prakriya also is there. And therefore, what I am struggling is in Mandukya Upanishad also, Ayam Ātmā Brahmeti. Right? First thing, Ayam Ātmā Brahma. This Atma is Brahman. And once Brahma Shabda comes, then it is everything. You have to, if one cannot understand everything as one thing alone, then one doesn't understand Brahman. Word Brahman stands for everything. There is nothing other than that. That's called Brahman. Yeah. Or that. So, one non-dual. Brahman means non-dual. That alone is there. And therefore, well, so there it is said in Mandukya Upanishad, Ayam Ātmā Brahma iti, and also said Yad Bhutam Yaccha Bhavyam Sarvam Brahma eva iti. We'll be seeing that. It is in the mantra itself. So, what was before, what is now, what is everything is Brahman alone. So, that's a Kārana-kāra prakriya. What was there before? Naturally cause. What is now? Cause also alone pervades karyam. Therefore, right now also it is a cause. When it merges, so-called karyam merges, cause alone will be there. So, there also karya-kāraṇa prakriya is there. Don't think only Avasthā-traya prakriya is there. Yeah. Yat bhutam, yatcha bhavyam, tadeva sarvam, omkara eva, tadeva brahma, etc. It is going to come. So when you say that say this kind of thing, then karya prakriya is involved. And so both the prakriyās, Avasthā-traya prakriya will prove that you are witness consciousness. But that doesn't solve the problem. You are witness consciousness of your states of experience. You are witness conscious of this body, mind, senses, etc., Pancha-Kośa, etc. But that Pratyekātma is self of all. That Pratyekātma is non-dual Brahman. For that you have to bring Karya prakriya. Please understand. So this either Avasthā-traya prakriya, Karya-kāraṇa prakriya, or Pancha-Kośa Viveka prakriya and Karya-kāraṇa prakriya. Both. So will be there. So if you analyze, you see that two prakriyas are always used. One prakriya to prove that Atma is Pratyekātma, and that is the meaning of a Tvam pada, and the other one is a Iśvara, Jagat Karanam, Tat pada, and then Tayoho Aikyam. That is a, and the identity between Tvam and Tat will definitely resolves the issue, resolves any doubt pertaining that you are not just witness consciousness of this body, mind, sense complex. You are, that witness consciousness is Jagat Karanam Brahma. So Tvam-pada is analyzed through Avasthā-traya and Pancha-Kośa, and Tat-pada is analyzed as a Karya-kāraṇa. Iśvara is revealed as a Jagat Karana, and then Aikyam between Tvam and Tat, Tattvamasi, etc. Clear? Is it clear? I think so. It is, must be clear to you. So, so in one way or the other, well, you will find two prakriyas are always there. Karya-kāraṇa prakriya either by mention, like in a Kena Upanishad, or by detailed discussion, like in a Taittiriya Upanishad, Chandogya Upanishad, etc. So either Brahma Shabda has been used, means you have to pull that Karya-kāraṇa prakriya, because Brahman is Jagat Karana. Or, so that immediately, the Karana has come, or by a discussion like in a Chandogya, etc., about the Karya-kāraṇa. So either way, all Upanishad talks this. You are Jagat Karanam Brahma. You are non-dual Brahman. You are whole. Purnamada Purnamidam. I'm not completing, okay? This is, I'm just mentioning. So, basically, in Taittiriya Upanishad, too, there is a Karya-kāraṇa prakriya, cause-effect prakriya is very much there, you know very well in Brahman itself. And by that prakriya, well, ultimately the effect is mithya and cause is satyam. So, satyam Brahma is a karanam, everything else being mithya, then naturally there is no second thing at all to count. When Brahman is satyam, everything else is mithya, means you cannot count one Brahman plus, start counting the Jagat, all items. No, it is a mithya. Mithya cannot be counted. Like my reflections in the 10 mirrors cannot be counted along with me. Well, there are 11 Swamis in a room, you cannot say. There is one Swami with a 10 reflections. So, that is how we prove. The non-duality, how do we prove? This is how we prove. So, Karya-kāraṇa prakriya is literally a bread and butter. Wow. That will sustain this Vedantin. Okay. So, that Brahman you are. And so, who is that you? It has to be established. Without that you, in fact, being properly established, you can be presumed as a ahankara. Therefore, when it is said that Brahman is Jagat Karanam and that Brahman is you, but that doesn't solve problem. Brahman is you means I will take myself as what? Right now I understand myself as a jiva. What is the meaning of a you? Ahankara, individual. Oh, so that Brahman is me, the individual? No. Do Avasthā-traya. Do Avasthā-traya. Do Pancha-Kośa. That is the real meaning of you. Please understand. That's how Tvam-pada Shodhanam, they call it Shodhanam. Cleaning Tvam-pada. Removing certain things. And Tat-pada Shodhanam. There also you have to, definitely this Jagat Maya, etc. has to be negated. Names and forms basically. When I say everything is Brahman, that's called Badhayam. I'm coming to that. So basically, there are also some Shodhanam. The names and forms which are mithya has to be, should not be counted. Badha. Anyway. And so this Tvam-pada, the word I has to be properly understood. Without that Pratyeka Atma Siddhi, there is no way of establishing the identity between you and Jagat Karanam Brahma or Iśvara. So when I say you are Brahman, well, Jagat Karanam Brahma, well, that's how, if this is not clear, if Avasthā-traya Prakriya is not done, or Panchakosha, Viveka, etc. is not done, then you will not be able to understand how can I be Jagat Karanam Brahma? How can I am pervading everything? Because the I, Shodhanam, the Shodhanam of this meaning of the word I is not done. That is the reason. And therefore, that's how people ask, how can I be Brahman? Means their I is sitting nowhere else. Their I is sitting in the heart, kidney, and their I is sitting in the nose, their I is sitting in ears, everywhere. Then how will you appreciate this? I am Jagat Karanam Brahma. Somebody, how can I be Brahman? Means the Tvam-pada Shodhanam is not done. So Tvam-pada Shodhanam is to be done properly. People immediately jump into Brahman. You cannot jump. You have to do Avasthā-traya Panchakosha properly, then call this Kārya-kāraṇa, the Brahman as a Jagat Karana. And then, well, the Aikyam has been established. Anyway, so without this Pratyeka Atma, the inner self, you can understand now what Pratyeka Atma is, the I. That's it, inner self. So, which we have to come to know what it is actually. So the inner self has to be ascertained properly. Then only there can be Abheda, there can be Akhandartha, the non-dual vision. Jiva Iśvarayoho Abheda. There is identity between Jiva and Iśvara. Identity means oneness. And and that is unfolded, that vision of oneness is unfolded by Mahāvākya, for which Pratyeka Atma Siddhi is important. Siddhi means establishing. Establishing the Pratyeka Atma through this, either through prakriyās, Avasthā-traya or Panchakosha, is very, very important. Siddhi means you can say even arriving at, establishing, arriving at, etc. So you have to arrive at what the Pratyeka Atma is, and for which there should be a prakriya, there should be a method of unfolding. And that method of unfolding is Avasthā-traya Prakriya, Panchakosha Prakriya. So you find that Upanishad basically that we are going to take, in fact, the Mandukya, which belongs to Atharva-Veda, predominantly deals with three avasthas. In Taittiriya Upanishad, you have no mention of Avasthā-traya. There Panchakosha has been mentioned. So all the Avasthā-traya are within the Panchakosha. This Panchakosha alone is, we can divide into three avasthas, Jagrata, Sapna, Sushupti. In Mandukya Upanishad, all the three states are analyzed, Jagrata, Sapna, Sushupti. Dream is analyzed, but not in the sense of Carl Jung. Carl Jung also analyzes the dream. He was a great person of psychology. He also analyzed the dream, but his analysis of dream and our analysis of dream is very, very different. It's an entirely different. He in fact, we are analyzing. In fact, I should say, we are not analyzing dream experience. Honestly, we are trying to establish what is the reality of the dream experience. We are not analyzing dream experience and what is there inside. No, that is the job of a Carl Jung. It's not our job. He definitely says, well, in psychology, the dream, definitely they use it as a window for looking into unconscious. Because when your free will is suspended, what comes out in your mind is from unconscious. When free will is suspended, mind is not, the conscious mind is not functioning. Well, then what functions, ultimately what comes to your mind is from unconscious. So basically they analyze the dream, they use the dream rather as a window for looking into unconscious. There is no other, window for looking there, and dream provides what is considered exactly, I mean, what is considered as a, as some message for you through that. That's a psychology. Anyway, but this is not our topic. We analyze dream, we say that, but really speaking, we are dealing with some metaphysical thing. Metaphysical means, that's also not a good word, but we have to use it. Meta means something above some physical, above this physical world. So again, so we are interested in establishing a reality of the experience. We are not analyzing a dream experience and what is available inside, etc. No. So anyway, we are talking of realities, not talking of a dream analysis as such. So what kind of a reality is the dream? Well, we are looking into the reality of the dream to find out what the Atma is. Whether the Atma is a dreamer or it's a truth of the dreamer. That's a different thing altogether. Atma is a dreamer. Well, you say Atma is a dreamer, that's ignorance. But you say Atma is a witness, even witness consciousness to the dreamer, while you are establishing now a reality of the dream experience. So what is invariable in all that three states of experience? Mandukya Upanishad has this three-state analysis, which helps us understand that Atma is basically free from the three states of experience. And the experience of Atma is there everywhere in all the three states. At the same time, even though Atma is present in all the three states completely means completely pervading all the three states, yet Atma is not the dreamer, Atma is not the waker, Atma is not the deep sleeper. So this is what this reality is. That is what we analyze through three states of experience. Atma is in fact in and through all the three states of experience. And from that this Vastu, the Atma, is equated Ayam Ātmā Brahma. That Atma, that which is invariably present in all the three states of experience, which is a witness of all the three states, is Brahman. Ayam Ātmā Brahman. So when you say Ayam Ātmā, you have already done analysis of three states of experience. Then only you can equate. Clear? So this is, when you say Atma, you have understood now. Atma means not this Jivatma or individual. You have understood through three states of experience that it is a witness consciousness. Well, that consciousness is Brahman, Jagat Karanam Brahma, which is non-dual. Therefore you can say you are whole, etc. There are other Mahāvākyas. Now they always say, well, this is a Mahāvākya from Atharva-Veda, Ayam Ātmā Brahma. As if there are no other Mahāvākya. In Prashna-Upanishad, every Upanishad has a Mahāvākya. If Mahāvākya is not there, then it is no more Vedanta. That's it. It is no more Vedanta. Therefore, they have basically selected. One Vakya is taken from Atharva-Veda, and that is Ayam Ātmā Brahma. Prajnanam Brahma is from Rigveda, you know very well. Aham Brahmasmi from Yajurveda, and that too from Shukla Yajurveda, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, you know. And Tattvamasi, etc. from Samaveda. So these are four Mahāvākyas, and in that there is no order. People say, first, well, there should be, Prajnanam Brahma, and then this should be there, then this should be there. No. Every Mahāvākya is a complete. Like every chant is complete. Om Namah Shivaya chant is complete. It has no connection anywhere else. There is another chant that is all together different. Different means it's like every chant is complete. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Every chant is complete. Same way, every Mahāvākya is complete. It has no connection to other Mahāvākyas and something like that. And therefore, there should be an order in Mahāvākya. First, there should be a Prajnanam Brahma, and then there should be this, and then there should be this, and Tattvamasi should be the last. And no, they're not that kind of a thing. Each Vakya is Akhandartha Bodhaka Vakya. Akhandartha Bodhaka Vakya means it is complete by itself. It gives you a vision of wholeness, oneness to you. And such Mahāvākyas are everywhere. Yoveda Nihitam Guhayam Parame Vyoman is a Mahāvākya in Taittiriya Upanishad, Krishna Yajurveda. Yoveda Nihitam Guhayam Parame Vyoman. Because there it is said, in that Brahmanand Valley itself, you know very well, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, it's there. And then it says, Yoveda Nihitam Guhayam. So Brahmaveda Apnoti Param. So the knower of Brahman gains limitlessness. So Param Purushartham, well, he gains freedom from moksha. Then says Satyam Gnanam. What is that? Kim Tat Brahma. What is that Brahman? Satyam Gnanam Anantam Brahma. Okay. What is that Brahmavit? Knower of Brahmans means what? Well, Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam Parame, that Satyam Gnanam Brahma, Satyam Gnanam Anantam Brahma, one who knows in one's own Buddhi Guha. Yeah. And thereby, it's a Mahāvākya. One knows as oneself. The Satyam Gnanam Brahma, Anandam Brahma, one knows as oneself. Here in one's own Buddhi, because that is where it has manifested. And because of which you are able to know the Jagat. Where you know this Jagat, there you should know the cause of the Jagat. Because where the Karya is, there the Karana is. If you know this entire Jagat, where? Here. Therefore the cause of the Jagat also should be known where? Here. Yeah. And that by the Jagat Karanam Brahma, Satyam Gnanam Anantam Brahma is equated with oneself, Pratyagatma. So that is a Mahāvākya. And further that the result also has been told. Brahmana saha vipashchita. Soho ashnute sarvan kaman brahmana saha. Saha ashnute sarvan kaman. He gains everything. He gains everything as a result of this knowledge. He becomes definitely. That shows that, because you are everything. That's a fact. And how do you understood that I am everything? Well, in your Buddhi Guha, you have understood the Jagat Karanam Brahma. Therefore, Satyam Gnanam Anantam Brahma has been understood as the very Pratyagatma. That is Mahāvākya there in Taittiriya Upanishad. What I want to say is Mahāvākya is rampant. In Vedanta, if Mahāvākya is not there in some Upanishad, means it is not a Upanishad at all. Anyway, so even Prakarana Grantha also is full of Mahāvākya. And so, Vedanta, whenever he opens his mouth, definitely it is Mahāvākya only. Okay? Anyway, any time when he opens his mouth, it is Mahāvākya, if a Vedantin is there. So therefore, Vedanta is not a Vada, Advaita Vada. Dvaita Vada. Vedanta is not a Vada. Advaita is not a Vada, in fact. Advaita is a vision. It's not a Vada. Vada, there are no two realities. Well, what do you believe in? Well, I believe in a non-duality. Well, and I believe in a duality. As if duality and non-duality are two realities, and you are a believer of a non-duality, therefore Advaitavadi, and other is a believer of a duality, therefore is a Dvaitavadi. Is a wrong usage. Advaita is not a Vada. Advaita is basically a vision, understanding the things as they are. So therefore, this is not a school of thought. Pujya Swamiji used to say, a school of thought. Somebody has thought suddenly, everything can be one. It's not one fine morning after taking tea or coffee, the person thought, everything can be one. It's not a school of thought, means some thinker, some philosopher has initiated a school. That's not. That could be Vishishtadvaiti. Yeah. Ramanujacharya can do that. This is a vision not of a Shankaracharya. This is a vision of a Upanishad. This is a vision of a Upanishad. And you cannot say Upanishad is a thought given by one particular thinker. No. Therefore, this is not a Vada. This is not a school of thought. When Pujya Swamiji was saying that, initially I thought, why Swamiji is saying like that? I could not understand. Now I understand that it is a vision actually. Understanding the things as it is. And in that Advaita, we can accommodate everything. Dvaita Vada, when we are going to accommodate, you will see in Mandukya that, even Kārikā is going to say that we are not opposed to anybody. Taihi ayam na viruddhyate. We are not opposed to Dvaitins, Vishishtadvaitins, Shuddhadvaitins, not opposed to anything. Because they have not a vision of whole. They have a point of view. They don't have a view. That's a big thing. Therefore, Vishishtadvaitin will be definitely against Dvaitin or so-called Advaitin. But Advaitin cannot be, I'm telling you, Advaitin cannot be opposed to Advaiti cannot oppose, I'm sorry, Advaitin cannot oppose anything because we have a vision of oneness. Therefore, Advaita is not a Vada, it's a vision of a realities, means understanding the things, everything. We can divide the whole thing into three. One is the individual, one is the Jagat which he relates to, and the one is the Karanam, the Iśvara. That's it, of the Jagat. All the three are one alone. That's it. We cover, it's a complete vision. Now within that there will be Dvaitavada and this Vada, and that is there. But Advaita is not a Vada. Anyway, so we have seen this, all Mahāvākyas are all over. So this Mandukya Upanishad also, Ayam Ātmā Brahma, etc. in this is also in Atharva-Veda. So this Vakya points out that Ayam Ātmā, well, means this self which is immediate, I is immediate, which is known without any means of knowledge. There is no Vivadhanam also in terms of any means of knowledge. There is only thing in this world which is known without means of knowledge because of the nature. Because if you are self-effulgent, well, you don't need means of knowledge to illuminate. Means of knowledge illumine. And you need a illuminator also. But this is in the form of a very illuminator. Yeah, the very knower. It's a knowledge, consciousness, and that which is self-illumining. What is self-illumining will illumine all the time. And if it is illuminating all the time, you don't need any means of knowledge. That's how this is called aparoksha. It's immediate. I is something which is immediate. Nobody can say, well, I don't know I. You know you are there. I exist, you know very well. How do you know you exist? Well, I know. You have not to ask anybody. So you are self-existing, self-revealing principle. And therefore, this Ayam stands for this. This Atma, means this aparoksha Atma is Param Brahma, which is everything. Yat Bhutam, Yat Bhavyam, everything that is here, that was before, and that will be later also. All of them are Brahman alone. So first that is established, Karana-Karya. All these are Brahman. And then this is called Badhayam Samanadikaranam. We'll be talking, I will talk about 3-4 types of Samanadikaranams are there. But generally, what we employ, the traditional teachers employ is they equate with a Badhayam Samanadikaranam means a position. And a position means, well, basically like Neelam Mahat Sugandhi Utpalam. Bhashakara discusses this Samanadikaranam very well in a Taittiriya Bhashyam, in a Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. So there he establishes this Samanadikaranam. And Samanadikaranam means basically words are many and each word has its own meaning. But here in this particular sentence, when these words are there, individually they have their own meaning. But when they are used in a sentence, they all indicate one thing. Then we say all the words are in a Samanadikaranam. Samanadikaranam word has come from Samanadikaranam. Adhikaranam means vastu, object. Samanadikaranam, ekadhikaranam, one. Samanam here means not same, one. Means all the words indicating one object. Neelam Mahat Sugandhi Utpalam. Neelam, blue. Mahat, big. Sugandhi, fragrant. Utpalam, lily. So blue, big, fragrant, lily. Means there is a blue, fragrant, big lily. Sentence. Blue, definitely, well, Neelam has its own meaning. Neelam is not a synonym to the Mahat, right? Mahat means big. Big and blue are, they are synonyms. They are not. Every word has its own meaning. But here, the Neelam word also indicating, the blue indicating that particular lily. The Mahat word also is indicating same object, lily. Mahat means big. The big also indicating this lily, big lily. And Sugandhi also indicating, fragrant also is indicating lily, fragrant lily. Therefore, these three words which are used in the sentence are definitely in opposition to each other. They are in a Samanadikaranam because they are indicating only one adhikaranam, one vastu, one object. That's it. And There are many types of Samanadhikaranam. Bhashyakara discusses in a Brahma Sutra, in some particular sutra, I don't remember right now, there are many, 16 types of Samanadhikaranam. But Bhashyakara discusses 4 types of Samanadhikaranam. And in that, one of them, which is very, very popular, most popular is this Badhayam. Badha. Badha means mithyatva. Badhayam, like I give you example. This snake is a rope, right? Samanadhikaranam. Word snake here, word snake independently has a meaning snake. That's that's a different thing. But here, this snake is a rope, where the word snake is indicating rope, and word rope also is indicating rope. Therefore, word snake and rope are in Samanadhikaranyam. But when you say the snake, this snake is rope, definitely you are equating snake and rope, right? Snake is rope. Means you are equating snake and rope, in which you are definitely negating snake. Snake cannot be rope. Snake cannot be rope, unless either of them should be mithya. You know snake is mithya. Therefore, Badhayam Samanadhikaranyam. Snake word has its own meaning. But here this snake is rope. Well, then this word snake, which is denoting, which is used to indicate a rope, then definitely that snake should be mithya, naturally. Therefore, snake is a rope. Then you know, Ayam Sthanuhu Purushaha. This stump of tree is a human being. Or Ayam Purushaha Sthanuhu. Either way, whatever way you like. Sureshwaracharya ji goes always different way. So this Purusha, oh, you are taking as some thief in a forest from the distance. Oh, some thief is standing, and well, he may loot whatever I have. But then somebody said, no, what you take it, says, you come along with me. When you goes near, you find, oh, that was a stump of tree. You know, the tree was there, which was cut totally, and it was just a stump, and with a white color, etc. on that. So was looking like a white shirt he has wear, etc. So when he takes the person near and says, Ayam Purushaha Sthanu. This Purusha, means the one who you are taking as a Purusha, the human being, the thief, etc., is a stump of tree. So what is negated? The Sthanu, the Purusha is negated. So the Samanadhikaranyam is possible through Badha. Badha means mithyatva. Still it may appear, again next day when you go from the distance, it may appear as a Purusha. But now you know, even though you experience, this is Badha. Nisheda means you will not experience. Please understand, that's the difference between these two. But Nisheda means, like when you say this snake is rope, it may be possible that now once you know that it is a rope, again you may not commit a mistake. Means that's called Nisheda. Snake is negated. But the other things, even our sunrise, etc. Even this also is possible. In a Ayam Purusha Sthanuhu, there again it may appear from a distance that the person is standing. It may appear. Or else you can take an example of a blue sky, etc., where the experience continues, but you negate it through the knowledge of science, etc., that there is no sunrise, there is no blue sky, etc. But the experience continues of a blue sky or a sunrise continues. So there are two types of superimposition. We should understand very well. What is negated is a superimposed thing only, right? So there are two types of. I'm going little away from this because it's necessary. Somebody pointed yesterday some question, and so there are two types of superimposition in which a superimposed thing, when you understand a given thing as it is, the superimposed thing will totally go away, negated. Like a snake, rope snake. Snake will go away once you understand it is rope. You will not see again as a snake. Possible. So it's a one type of superimposition. Other types of superimposition is this. Well, the sky which is colorless, you superimpose a blueness on that, and you say blue sky. But this, even though you understand that the sky is not a blue, sky is just a dark, wide kind of a thing. So dark space. Even if you understand it through science, well, your experience of a blue, still you superimpose blueness on the sky, and again you say, experientially you say blue sky. So superimposed thing continues. The blueness on the sky continues. Even after you have understood it is superimposed, still it continues. That's called badha. And when a superimposed thing goes away, you will not experience it again. Then we call it as a nisheda. So that is the thing. Anyway. So this badhayam samanadhikaranam, we can take it here. So everything is Brahman. Here also, in this, everything is Brahman. Then everything is Brahman. How? Brahman is consciousness. Then all the things are jadam. No. Negation. Jagat Brahma or Sarvam Brahma. Then Sarvam is all this Jagat. You are negating as a mithya. Badhayam samanadhikaranam. I am Purushaha sthano. Same way, all this is Brahman. Sarvam khalu idam Brahma. There Sarvam is understood as a mithya, badha. Then you are able to equate it. So Jagat is Brahman, etc. Anyway, so Karana-kara prakriya and Avasthā-traya prakriyās are there. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad also, which is very big, of course. Mandukya Upanishad is very small. And they say, mokshaya mandukam eva alam. Well, Mandukya Upanishad stuti is done here. Mokshaya. For gaining moksha, Mandukya Upanishad is enough. So, for moksha, etc. Any Upanishad is enough for moksha, you know very well. This is not a thing, right? So, because then any one Upanishad is enough, then we have studied Kena Upanishad. Oh, this is our first and the last class. Now will not come. Because Kena Upanishad can give me moksha, then why should I study this Mandukya? I don't want. You said any Upanishad is enough for moksha. Yeah. Then why should I study Mandukya? You say mokshaya mandukyam eva alam. So why should I study? You should study. Why? Well, basically, let us say what Mandukya says regarding I. Let us say. Let us give our ears and our mind to that. Let us understand. Who am I? Let it reveal. So, and why should not we look into that? Basically, it's like making a rasgulla. So the gulla has got to be in the rasa all the time for at least length of time. So when you take it out, that's not good. When that gulla enters into rasa, then it is all pervaded by rasa. So here every Upanishad, well, definitely is a bowl of sugar syrup, and you jump into that and enjoy the rasa. When you come out, there is no rasa. So why one Upanishad? Many Upanishads you should study. Every Upanishad is going to sing your glory all the time. You are everything. You are everything. They may sing the glory in a various ways. In the Taittiriya it's a different way. Here it is a different way. But ultimately you will gain the rasa in that. And therefore, any Upanishad you should study. We should continue to study. So, we are already mukta, basically. But we have to be in that particular atmosphere. So, Pauna Punyena Shravanam Kuryat. In a Brahma Sutra it was very beautifully said, Asakrut Upadeshat. Asakrut Upadeshat, Asakrut Avruttihi. Asakrut. Sakrut means once. Asakrut means again and again. Avruttihi. Asakrut Avruttihi. Vyasacharya says in Brahma Sutra, Asakrut Avruttihi. Well, do it again and again. Then alone this fellow becomes a contemplative. More you study, more your mind becomes contemplative. In order to gain contemplativeness, please study. Even though one Upanishad is enough for giving you moksha, well, you study another Upanishad, because even after once studying one Upanishad, one may not be a contemplative person. One should become, but generally it is not. And therefore, well, go through the teaching again, go through the teaching again, go through the teaching again, and you will find that your mind has now become a contemplative mind. So, so much Upadesha has been given only with one purpose, to make you contemplative. Shravanam Mananam ultimately should lead you to Nidhyasana. Well, ultimately, so that's how Sutrakara has said, Asakrit Avrittihi. Avrittihi. You should do it again and again. Asakrit, again and again. frequent. Frequent Upadesha is very, very essential. Anyway, so we are taking now this Mandukya Upanishad. It has a certain speciality. Now, because we have to talk, some speciality is there in this. The Vishesha means something special here about this Upanishad is that on this Upanishad there is a pre-Śaṅkara work. Yeah, there is a pre-Śaṅkara work. Most of the Upanishad have a pro-Śaṅkara work, right? Means on Upanishad, Acharya writes a commentary, and on that there will be sub-commentaries and other things. So on all Upanishads you will find a pro later work on the Upanishad, explaining, etc. But this is the only Upanishad which has a pre-Śaṅkara work. Yeah, right? Pre-Śaṅkara work. So basically, what is that pre-Śaṅkara work? Before Bhashyakara also somebody has commented, not commented, but definitely dealt independently the subject matter here. That is the Gauḍapāda Kārikā, definitely before Śaṅkaracharya. And therefore, and they were all palm leaf manuscripts, basically available in those days, palm leaf, they were used to write. And definitely from there only we get everything. So all the tikas also, in those days they were writing on that. From these only all the books are printed. And palm leaf manuscripts means they are different. There are different versions also. Because palm leaf means the guru doesn't write anything. He tells Shishyas to write. And definitely. And then Shishya has a difficulty whether there is a yakara here or vakara here or bakara or makara. And therefore he has a doubt. And therefore Pathantara will be always there. So you find in books you find Swamiji, ours is a Ramakrishna book, and in this this is not there, or that is that word is little change here and that. It's due to thanks to our Shishyas of our Acharyas who have written commentary on that. Okay, so basically, and generally the Pujya Swamiji was telling in those days that the fellow who writes the copy, once it is on a palm leaf, then somebody has to make a copy. Those days there were no printing, right? So he has to make several copies. And generally they give this work to a lazy person who has to write that, because it is not an easy. In order to get rid of the laziness, the Acharya used to tell him, make a copies, 100 copies make. So from one palm leaf, they used to make copies. Why I am saying, Mandukya Upanishad, Pujya Swamiji has taken in all courses, and he used to give all these examples. That's how I am saying. Anyway. So all these 100 copies reach to Guru's library, but we should understand, each copy is not exactly the same as the another one. There is some Pathantara because of the mistake committed by the one who makes a copy. Anyway, so one of the old manuscripts that we have is a Mandukya Kārikā. This is the only Upanishad which has a pro-Śaṅkara work. Pre-Śaṅkara work, I'm sorry, pre-Śaṅkara work. So it has this speciality. Now, because the Gauḍapāda is looked upon as a, is a grand guru of our Bhashyakara, Śaṅkaracharya. Govindapada's guru is Gauḍapāda and Govindapada's Shishya is a Bhagavat-pada. Bhagavat-pada, we say Bhagavat-pada to the Śaṅkaracharya, Bhagavantam Padayati the Bhagavat-pada. Yeah. Pad dhatu is there in the fourth conjugation. Pad dhatu, padyate means to reach. That's how we say padam, Vishnoho padam. That Vishnoho paramam padam. Padam means something, some goal, a destination. So padyate, one who reaches to the goal. So, but Bhagavat Pada means Bhagavantam Padayati. It's a causal root. To make someone reach. Where Bhagavantam. One who makes reach means one who helps the person to reach to Iśvara through knowledge, aikyam, etc. So anyway, this is a very beautiful word, Bhagavat-pada. So Gauḍapāda Kārikā, Govindapāda Kārikā and Shankara Bhagavat-pada. Please, we generally don't use this word. We use only Shankaracharya, but that's a real, very good name, Shankara Bhagavad-pada. All our current Shankaracharya's in Sringeri and all, they use this word, Shankara Bhagavad-pada. Sometimes they say Bhagavan Shankaracharya. And he has written this Kārikā. Kārikā is what? Kārikā is basically an independent work on a Moola Grantha. So, Vartikam is there, is written on Upanishad, etc., Bhashyam. Like Vrihadaranyaka Upanishad has a Vartikam written by Sureshwara Acharya-ji. This is also independent work in as much as, so that's how Sureshwara Acharya is called a Vartikakara. And of course, this is different from Panini's Vartikakara, who is a Katyayani, you know very well, who has written a Vartikam on Panini's work on a Mahāvākya. So, Mahāvākya indicates a Patanjali, Bhashyakara means our Shankaracharya-ji, this is our Sampradaya, and Vartikakara means our Sureshwaracharya-ji. And Vartika also is an independent work, even though we said that Sureshwaracharya-ji is a written commentary on Shankaracharya-ji's Bhashyam on Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, or even Taittiriya also, Taittiriya's Bhashyam, yet he has the independence. Uktam anuktam duruktam va yatra chinta pravartate tam vartikam prahuhu. Uktam anuktam duruktam va. Uktam, what is said by Bhashyakara? Well, he endorses. Anuktam, what Bhashyakara might have, it has slipped from his mind, so may not have been there. Well, anuktam, that also he will say. And duruktam, what Bhashyakara has said, he may not agree. So he may say differently, and that's what he has done. Even though he is a disciple, you can imagine what a healthy tradition where Shishya has a license to say, well, what my guru said, well, I don't agree with that. Anyway, so Vartika also is a little independent work. Same way Kārikā also is a independent work. Kārikā, because there is no Bhashyam here, naturally, it's all Moola Grantha. So on a Moola Grantha, well, definitely this Gauḍapāda Acharya-ji has written. And so we should say the subject matter is dealt with by Gauḍapāda Acharya-ji. We should not say the subject matter is commented by Gauḍapāda Acharya-ji. It's not. Commentary means what, you know? There is a very good definition of Bhashyam in a shloka. Well, I right now don't remember. But Bhashyam means what? It takes the Moolam, and every word of the Moolam is commented upon. Every word of the Moolam means mantra. Well, is commented upon. That is Bhashyam. Vartikakara has not done that. Oh, taken these 12 mantras are there, each word he has taken and commented upon. No. He has dealt the subject matter, what is been described in the 12 mantra of the Mandukya Kārikā, independently in terms of 4 chapters. 4 chapters. And so it has, we can say the 12 mantra has been expanded by Gauḍapāda Acharya-ji with his own words in these 4 chapters. It's called Agama Prakaranam, Vaitathya Prakaranam, and Advaita Prakaranam, and Alata Shanti Prakaranam. And in the 4 Prakaranas, the whole thing is established. What is there in a Moolam, that whole thing is established in 4 chapters with several Kārikas. So it's an independent work. Independent work based on Moolam, but not that it is a commented. So Gauḍapāda Acharya's commentary, no. That's the difference between Bhashyam and Kārikā. So please understand this. So Vedanta is established here by Kārikākara, and that is Gauḍapāda Acharya-ji. And that is this Vishesha, that being commented upon by Gauḍapāda, if you want to say, is an independent work called a Kārikā. Now let us see what is there in each Prakaranam. Just a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry, time is over. We'll see tomorrow. Wednesday. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Śāntiḥ. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.